Okay, we're going to start looking at doing some transformations here, and two transformations are reflections and rotations. So here we have reflect shapes in lines such as x equals 2 and y equals minus 1. Right, straight away you need to know how to draw the lines y equals minus 1 or x equals 2. Here's an example that we can look at here. In this example, it's asked you here to draw the line y equals 2 and then reflect the shape in the line y equals 2. So the first thing you do is draw the line y equals 2. Well, all the y equals lines all are horizontal. They're all horizontal. So you draw in y equals 2 here. Okay, it's horizontal like that. If you want to, you can label it y equals 2, and then to reflect it, we think, look at it point by point. This point is 1 away from the line, so it must be 1 away from this side of the line. We tend to call this the object. The object is 1 away from the mirror line, so the image will also be 1 away from the mirror line. Here, this point here, this vertex, this corner, is 1, 2, 3 away from the mirror line, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3 away from this side of the mirror line, and we can join that up and we have our shape plotted and drawn, and that's all you'll be required to do for reflection. Okay, if you were given an x equals line rather than a y equals line, say you were given x equals 1, well, x equals 1 would be this line here. Okay, that would be the line x equals 1, and therefore your reflection would turn out to be over here somewhere. So, let's look at the next thing that we need to look at. The next thing here is rotate shapes about the origin. Well, the origin, straight away, let's note down what the origin is. The origin is 0, 0. That is the origin. Okay, the origin is 0, 0. So, if we look at the next example here that we've got, here's the next example. If we want to rotate that shape around the origin, we first use some tracing paper. I've pre-prepared some tracing paper. I've traced my shape. There it is there. I put my pen on the origin, and if I want to rotate it 90 degrees, I turn the paper 90 degrees, and I can see my shape now appears over here. If I want to change it to 180 degrees, I change it to 180 degrees, and my shape now appears here. So that is how you rotate shapes around the origin. If you didn't want to rotate it around the origin, you could possibly rotate it around, say, the point minus 1, 1. So you'd put your pen on minus 1, 1 and rotate it 90 degrees and rotate it 180 degrees. So that's the basics of rotation and reflection. The next stage here is reflecting shapes in the line y equals x and the line y equals minus x. Well, those are just lines that are diagonal. So on this example here, if I was to draw in the line y equals x, I would draw in a line that looks like this. Everywhere y is, x is the same value, so it would be a line like this. And if I was to reflect a shape, say this shape here, a badly drawn square that I've made up here, that would be slightly different and more difficult to do. My recommendation is to change how the paper's lying on your desk, turn it so the line is perpendicular to you, and you can see that's goes across the diagonal of a square, so you can see it will be here, and you can see the shape would reflect nicely there.